Welcome to the Drone Flight Planning 101 course. This is an introduction to the course. I know we have that. I just did that whole video before this. That was kind of more for me to get used to being on camera again, and also for you as the student to kind of see and gauge what sort of person I am on the camera, if you'll get along with my teaching skills or not, or the way I teach, because I'm not very... I'm a little bit messy in my approach. If you enjoy that, if you think you can get along with this, then we're going to have a good time. If not, don't worry too much. The material I have, at least you can use that to teach yourself, even if you really want to. But I'd recommend sticking around and going through all of this stuff with me. Let's start here. Let's start with the first thing, and that is this course comes with 2 course materials. I don't know what else I would call them. You can call them slides, you can call them small workbooks, course workbooks. Essentially, I've got this, which we are looking at now, which is the slides. This is literally the sections divided up into details. This slide is going to have some information that we're not going to go over, but it'll be there for you to look at for yourselves. And it's going to have some slides where there's bare minimum information, and that's because I want to talk about the information more than I want to present the information on a slide. Just introducing the course. At the top there, the little cloud says it includes course material. That is what I was talking about. You get this slide here, and you get this PDF here. The other one, once I've done the slideshow, I'll make it a PDF, and you can download both as PDFs in this course, all right, under resources. But this is the first thing that you will see that you might want to have a look at. It's literally dividing up the sections, what you can expect from each section, the questions we talked about in that introduction, all right, and the questions we're going to talk about a little bit more now. You can then go into the details. You can see what to expect from each section, okay? But because we are actually going to be doing the course, I'm not going to be referring to this too much. This is for you guys to use for yourself, and I used it for planning of this this course as well. The second thing that you're going to get, the second piece of course material, is this here, these slides. This is literally a slideshow. So my name is Josh Owen. My surname isn't really important there, but it's there, okay? My name is Josh Owen. I am an RPL instructor. RPL means a remote pilot license. Like I showed off quite a few times in the introduction video, this is my pilot license, my remote pilot license. Nothing as fancy as, flying an actual plane myself, but one day I will have that license. I am not only licensed, but I am also instructor rated, which means I am legally allowed to instruct people and teach people about knowledge about drones. So I'm not just pulling the stuff out of my... Oh. I almost said a swear word, and I realized this is a Udemy course, so let's keep it professional. Then I've got a 100% theory record. I don't know if I mentioned this in the introduction course. I don't remember. The pass rate of exams is 75%. The lowest I ever got was something like 84%, and that's because I didn't study for it. Generally, I can expect myself to get 100%. I've gotten 100% more times than I haven't. The reason I'm throwing this in there is not because of arrogance. The reason I'm throwing this in there is to show you that I know what I'm talking about. And if you learn the way I've learned, because the way I'm going to express and explain things is the way I taught myself. And clearly it's working. Even though I'm a little bit messy and a little bit, I like to call it fun, but some people don't gel with that, but that's okay. You can at least still learn from this course. So it doesn't just have to be a learning experience. We can have some fun with it as well. And then at the bottom there, not easy to find. What that means is that the information I'm going to be presenting and giving away in this course is really difficult to come by, and it's shockingly difficult. Like I said in the introduction video, worked in 3 schools, done plenty other work, met people who have been with experience in the field, and the number one thing that is lacking in everybody's eyes and everybody's knowledge is flight planning. How do you actually fly safely, and how do you make sure that the flight will be safe? Because you can't just hope and pray that things will work out as your aircraft is in the air. You have to take the time and do all the planning. When I say it's not easy to find, schools don't cover this stuff in maybe even half the detail that this course is going to cover it. The students I teach, they come to me with questions all the time. This course will address those questions. I will never again have to say to someone, okay, this is what this and this and this and this. I can just say, take the course, all right? And that's brilliant for me as well. And I can also go ahead and admit on Udemy there are quite a few drone courses, like a lot of drone courses, and I didn't find a single one on flight planning. I've done a couple drone courses myself, Udemy and otherwise. I've also obviously done the official CAA course to get a license, and all this knowledge that I'm presenting now is stuff that kind of over 3 years I've been in the industry, and over these 3 years this is my combined knowledge specifically focused on flight planning. Okay, so now that we've done officially the introduction to the course, we had that fun little video at the beginning just to like get used to things. It was more for me than it was for you guys. And now that we've done this introduction page, we can now move on to section 1. Section 1 is talking about our drone basics. All right, like I said before, I'm starting with drone basics instead of course introductions. This is kind of the course introduction. But I'm starting with drone basics because I'd rather, if people are going to see the beginning of the course, you know, on promotional video or whatever, I would rather they actually get a little bit of information to take away rather than this course is this and I am this person and all of that nonsense. So let's jump into the course.